We'll begin the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Will you stand, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, first item of business would be to comment or approve on the minutes from the previous meeting on March 4th, 1214 West Genesee Street.
I move to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Minutes are approved unanimously. New business for tonight is 45 East Genesee Street. You all know as the Beeville Sports Bowl. And who do we have representing the Sports Bowl?
My name is Gary Peterson. I'm the owner, operator.
All right, Gary. Okay, so it's in the drawings. A lot of the metal will stay. Like it says existing facade to remain. So can you kind of summarize what's going to be done? Like obviously this new area right to the left of the entrance is new. We have a roof over the entrance, but maybe just give us a little summary, Gary.
All right. First, thanks for considering my application. I received grant money to redo the facade outside. So what we're going to plan on doing is, there's a flat roof that's on the west elevation where you see the sports bowl sign right there. That's an existing flat roof. We're going to rafter that out, frame it in, and put a standing seam metal roof on it, on that elevation. Also cultured stone on the bottom and adding the steel on that side. Right now that's a concrete block on that side of the building. And as you turn around to the front, right now existing, all there is the front door, the metal, and there's a small standing seam overhang over the existing front doors. So everything else that you see on that elevation, it would be new. And behind the bowling pins, that is all dry-vit, EIFS.
Yep.
We're gonna add an overhang over the top of, there's a pro shop door that is there now with a window to the left of it. We're gonna be adding that little roof over there as well to match what is there in the front. And adding the columns and then the stone on the bottom and the front. So on this elevation, what we're thinking is the bowling pins that are there for signage, we'd like to have those come out from the building a little bit and halo light those. And also on the west elevation, the sports bowl sign up there, we would like to put on the standing seam roof in a channel and halo light behind that as well. There is no signage on the west side of the building presently at all. That's one of the main concerns that we have is visibility there.
That's from Albert Palmer, right?
Yes, from Albert Palmer, that's correct. People ask all the time, we didn't even know you were back there, we don't know where you are.
It's very hidden, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is.
and it looks like a warehouse, it looks like the Village Hardware Store's warehouse or something.
Yeah.
So, other than a very small sign that's been there forever on the other side over here, it's not on the plan, we don't have anything to denote that it's a bowling alley. There's nothing that shows
Right.
that we are. So we'd like to dress it up a little bit. I think this would really dress it up, and I think, without making it stand out too much, not a lot of lights and everything, but just, some soft lighting there and some signage would really help with that.
There's lighting on the front, lighting on the sports bowl sign as well?
Yeah, the sports bowl sign, which is Albert Palmer,
Right,
yeah, would like to halo light that as well behind it.
okay.
So those letters would go in a channel on the roof, on the metal roof, and then just lit behind it.
Does the size of the sign, does that meet our current code? Tim and you? Because I'm seeing 12 feet for current code.
This measures
16.
1 by 16. But does it also have to do with the square footage on that side of the building as well, too?
It seemed to me there was a percentage, maybe there's a maximum, I'm not that familiar with the size requirements.
That's what I read from it. Okay. Face size, 12 square feet, measurement distance, 35 feet perpendicular to the sign face. I'm not really familiar with the conversion, so.
Guess Tim's off to find that code.
Double check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the answer to
I
that
just want
question
to make
is.
sure we're.
Yeah.
And we're not
We don't
gonna
wanna face
really,
another-
we're not gonna make any decisions on the size anyway. The zoning board of appeals would look at that, and codes enforcement officer usually reviews that.
Okay.
We don't really rule on that.
Oh, you don't? Okay. All right.
But I just want to make sure that we're in compliance, we don't create
Yes,
another issue.
absolutely.
So would I have to go in front of them too as well? I mean, if this was to be approved, would I have to go in front of them for the sign?
If it didn't meet the code,
If
yes.
If it doesn't meet the code, okay.
yes.
I guess.
Well,
that's
if you
what
need
I'm
a
asking.
variance, yes,
Yeah,
right, that's
right.
true, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
What is the bowling pin and bowling ball on the front, what's that made out of?
I talked to John over at Atlantic Signs, and he's looked at this, and he seems to think it's gonna be just a cutout. It'd probably be aluminum from that, and then just some kind of backing on the pins. And then the pins will be in the backside so that they're about 2 or 3 inches away from the building.
And is that what this capital bowl, is that kind of what that illustrates? Is that?
Yeah, that's kind of that's a little bit more lighting than we're gonna have there. It's gonna be softer than that. It's gonna be halo lighting, so it's gonna be a little,
Well, I'm thinking the bowling pin, that kind
oh,
of.
the pin, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Set off from the
Right.
building like
Mhm.
that,
Yeah.
and lit behind
So
it.
that's going to be with it,
Mhm.
okay.
I think Tony included a description of the lighting that we could use for that.
Yeah, there's a catalog cut here.
But that's all concealed, right? That LED lighting is behind
Yes,
the sports ball sign and the bowling.
that's correct. You won't see that, just the lighting itself. John did say that there probably would be a backing behind the sports ball and the letters mounted to that, raised again away from the backing so that you could put the LED in behind so it would be hidden.
On that type of signage, normally the lighting is in the letters and it's behind, it lights behind them.
Mhm.
I don't know if I've ever seen it done with a strip light or anything, but
John said that he would run the strip in the channel that holds the letters.
underneath.
Yes, yeah. And then illuminate up in the space that's between them.
That should work. That should be pretty elegant and inobtrusive.
We try to stay away from internally lit signs.
Yes,
you know, so I think he's on the right track.
Okay. And he said he would come, if I have to go to the Board of Appeals with the sign, or he said he would come to explain it,
Okay.
to get that set up.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know we're reviewing it, Tim, I just want clarification.
On the signage,
Yeah, the size of the
It's,
signage.
20% of the face that the building is facing, and he's allowed 2 signs, and it can be a maximum of 24 square feet,
Okay. You're
12,
good then.
12 each side.
You're good.
Yeah, that's a big side of the building, so, like I say, there's nothing on there right now that denotes
Understood.
it.
No, I just want to make sure we weren't creating yet another
Okay.
issue. So,
No, fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't wanna create any problems. Just wanna fix it up a little bit. We did get a grant from before, and we repainted the building, and we got it all, looking better, but now it blends in so well with everything else, it's just you can't recognize it, so.
Yeah, it's part of the trees now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks good, I was looking at it the other day.
The stone we're gonna use in the bottom, it's a Burrell brand stone, which I use, I've done some projects in the village. I did Territory Mortgage and Atlantic Seafood, I did the work on those buildings. We're gonna use similar stone in the bottom of that, so it'll look
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
It'll be very nice and spruce it up good. And not part of this too, but I am gonna do some parking lot improvements and things too, because it's in rough shape, but I'll do that at the end of the summer after we're done with this. So, not part of this, but.
Can you speak to some of the colors on this, the ephes? I don't see it noted on here.
Yeah, and then Tony never put that on there, she's probably gonna have to, it's gonna be the same color, I'm assuming that this is gonna be the same color as the metal, the EVIS that's in here. The trim work being probably the offsetting colors. But she really didn't give me a schematic for that. She just gave me this, so. I know it'll be the same colors that we used on the building. There won't be any variance of that, it'll be the same
So
colors.
it's kind of it's a light green kind of a,
Beige.
Yeah, it's all beiges and creams and like a dark brown trim. It will match everything that's there. The standing seam roof will be the same color as the overhang that's there now to match. And they have a stock color from the company that will match very close to that. So we don't have to paint it.
stone, same color as Atlantic Seafood.
Same color as Territory Mortgage, which it's the mortgage company that's down from Atlantic Seafood a little bit on the left side. It's like a brown and cream color stone.
Okay, a little bit, yeah,
Yeah.
because I know Atlantic's now blue.
Yeah, it's got grays and blues in it, yeah. Yeah, the other one has the cream and the browns, which I think will look really nice with this.
Should look at the colors.
Nice and neutral, nothing crazy. A lot of textures and stuff. I think it's gonna give it some relief on the front of that building that's gonna make it just stand out a lot better. From Albert Pond, where you'd be able to see it, that it's a bowling alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, we understand completely what you're saying, yeah.
I wanna stand out, but not really super stand out. Yeah, I don't wanna be that guy, but I wanna be able to be seen as a bowling center. Because we're starting to get some people from, from other towns and stuff coming, and I'd like to be able to find the place a little easier too,
Now, do you own the sports bar?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, we bought it 6 years ago. The windows will all stay the same, the trim work and stuff, none of that will change.
Well, anything else?
No, I don't have anything. I'm ready to move approval.
I
Make a
don't,
motion?
Move to approve as submitted.
I second the motion.
The only thing I would say is with the colors that we discussed, and I made some notes here, that pretty much match existing.
Okay,
All in favor?
Aye.
Very good.
awesome. That
Thank
one's
All
easy.
set.
Well, thank you so much. And,
Thanks for coming,
I appreciate it.
good luck.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
you
much.
gotta really give you a little more pop there.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely help, no doubt. Thank you, I appreciate it. You guys have a good night.
You too.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Bruce, second. All in favor? Aye. Adjourned at 7:15.